Hello, everyone. Welcome to my Wednesday live stream. We don't have a topic. We've had a topic the past few live streams, but I don't have a topic for today. It'll just be kind of random. Sometime within the next 2 hours, you can come in. My sister's going to join us. That's why there's a chair here. But sometime within the next few hours, probably in an hour, there's people coming. So when that happens, we'll have to step out. It'll be like 5 or 10 minutes-ish. So you'll have to just entertain yourself. But yeah, I'll readdress that situation in a little bit when there's more people here. So if there's like 20 people here and then I have to leave, then everybody will know why I have to leave for like 5 to 10 minutes. Dave Farrell, welcome. You want to say welcomes? Hey, look who's here. Oh. And look who's not in our hands. Sandy Farrell, welcome. Petra Man, welcome. Peplin Creek Aquatics, welcome. So Petraman said, hello Dave, made the stream on time today, got off work early and started at 5 a.m. Wow. Peplin Creek Aquatics, all the fish came okay. I'm sure my mother said that to you. Probably talked to you about that. But they're gorgeous. I think that pleco's the male pleco's kind of weird though. I was looking for him in his tank and he was really close to like my face where I was looking for him and it creeped me out for a minute. Now here's Skechers the hamster. She's such an interruption. But we'll take time out of our day for her. Look. Hey. I snatched her. Okay. We love Skechers. I really wish, because Skechers is a girl, I really wish we could find a boy and then make a hamster plantation where we harvest hamsters. That would be so cute to have tiny little... Makes me so sad when she leaves. Muppet929, welcome. Muppet, did your package come today? I think yours was out for delivery. I think, because I checked all 3 of them this morning, I'm pretty sure yours was out for delivery, if I know correctly. So, did your package come? And did it come okay? Did it come in one piece? If it did come. So yeah. Yeah, like I said, we don't have a topic, so we're just gonna read the chat pretty much. Maybe at some point I'll detach my laptop from my desk and show the new discus that came last Wednesday, so a week ago. I'll do a little update on the discus tank. Haven't done that in a little bit. Okay, Petraman. Petraman emailed me, so yeah, Petraman. I can't respond to your email right now, but yes, I will do that. Muppet929. Oh, Brian, that could be Olivia's goal to raise and breed hamsters. She's aggressively typing back to you. Muppet929 said, yes, it came today, came in one piece and in good shape. I got done putting the plants in my tank. Thanks. You're very welcome. Congratulations on winning, and I hope you enjoy the plants and the root tents. Sandy Farrell said, Brian, the fish are doing great. They are gorgeous. And I really hope those plecos have babies. I think that'd be adorable to see tiny little pleco babies everywhere. Olivia, welcome. Sandy D, welcome. So Sandy and Sandy are both in chat. 8 people are watching so far. You're going to stay here through the whole thing. So, yeah, like I said, we don't have a topic, but obviously I'm upstairs so I couldn't show you how my worm cultures are going. But I do have a topic for Sunday's live stream. Not like this is Sunday's live stream. Stop it. You're gonna like alert YouTube or something because you're saying help. But anyways, I do have a topic for Sunday's live stream. I'll be packaging plants and things like that to ship out on Monday. So I'm pretty sure the title will be like, pack some plants with me to go out tomorrow or something. But I do have to package up 5 orders. I probably won't show all of the things packing them up because some of them do have to be packed the day of the shipment, which would be Monday, because some are like worms and things like that. And I put them in their containers the day before, but some are black worms, so I can't package those up the day before. But any micro worms or grindle worms, I could definitely put in their little starter cultures, containers, and things like that the day before shipping. And then I'll just open them, give them some fresh air, close them, tape them up, and then have them ship off. Against the flow, welcome. Yeah, so I could probably show me packing up 4 out of the 5 packages, because one is starter cultures and things like that. I could put them in the box. I just won't tape the box up. But I could show, the packaging and things like that. But there is going to be a lot of plants to package up. That'll be the main thing. And I'll be doing that downstairs. I'll be doing that downstairs on the workbench. I think the workbench is going to be painted, so hopefully it's back downstairs by Sunday evening. But I will be using like a tray, like kind of like a tin pan almost. And I'll be laying down wet paper towel, and I'll show you the whole process of rolling them up. My sister and I did film a video. It took like 45 minutes to film for a 15-minute video. But we did film a video, so there will be a video going up probably sometime. And I did film a video of me making a microworm culture, because I felt like always doing it on my live streams wouldn't draw too many people to my channel. And I feel like making a video of those kind of things would give people something to go back to and reference off of. So, can you not? Sorry. But yeah, I thought Tiger is actually in my room. So this is Tiger. For anybody wondering what our cats look like, this is Tiger. You've probably seen her before, but she's pretty antisocial. Sandy Farrell said, at Brienne, show the discus. Okay. I can do that. I was going to wait, but I won't. So. Uh-oh. Alrighty. So this is let me turn my brightness down on my screen. Okay, so this is the new discus. It's a pigeon snakeskin or a pigeon blood snakeskin discus. These are the quote-unquote old discus. There's one of the checkerboards. And this checkerboard, it's checkerboard pattern, or the red on one side is actually filling in pretty nicely. Then down there's the other checkerboard, one of the santarums, and then the other santarum is right there. So there's the 4, like the 2 checkerboards and the 2 santarums, and then the pigeon blood snakeskin kind of corners itself over here, kind of stays away from the crowd. And I don't know if that's because there's one of that species/strain. Thank you. Species/strain of discus. I don't know if it's because there's only one of it and it doesn't have like a buddy to go to or something. But it does. Corner itself. Patrick Hardy. Good afternoon/evening to you too. My Zoo. Welcome. T-Bones Fishies. Welcome. Have you gotten your sticker yet, T-Bones Fishies? If you live in like Australia, somewhere in the UK, I think. I don't know if your sticker came yet. They look skinny. I feed mine 3 to 4 times a day when they're young. Nice. I feed mine a lot. I'm almost fully through of the first sleeve package of bloodworms. So, yeah. They do eat a lot. I haven't been feeding them blackworms recently because I'm waiting for my culture to get a bit bigger because I am going to ship some out on Monday. So I'm kind of holding off on blackworm feedings right now. So they've kind of been really eating the bloodworms, and I've been feeding some extreme pellets and freeze-dried bloodworms as well. Multiple aquariums. Welcome. I did email you back, Diego. What's your favorite fish? My Zoo said. I keep a very limited selection of fish in my room. Actually, I only own a limited selection. And that limited selection is clownfish. Well, soon I'll get a clown guppy. Soon I'll replace my old clown guppy. But clownfish, betas, guppies, and discus. For fish. I think that's all I keep. And they each kind of have their own reasons why they're awesome. I don't know if I could pick one. I might have to pick discus. And that's because clownfish, they're hardy, similar to discus, I would say, because they have a great coloration. And the checkerboard discus, they actually kind of look like my clownfish. But it's really hard to choose. And if I get a clown goby, then that's going to be really hard to choose from like that big of a goby to a discus. But I guess I'd go with discus. The only reason I wouldn't choose clownfish is, well, my clownfish is kind of aggressive. Betas, they're cute. I think they're great. We're gonna try breeding some of our betas soon, but they're just not as appealing to me. So it really narrows down to guppies and discus. And I keep hundreds of guppies. I want to say I have 250 guppies, something like that. And there's some new babies as well. But they're just not very hardy. Like if there's a disease in the tank, that wipes out a good population in the tank if you don't catch it quick enough. And with discus, I feel like they're pretty hardy. And I don't know. I've always loved discus. And sometimes when I really like a fish, I see it online and I like it. I'll get it and then I dislike it. And I don't want it. Kind of like when I wanted my dwarf gouramis, and I still love dwarf gouramis very much. It's just when I didn't have them at the time, that's when I really wanted to get them. And when I got them, they were just really, really mean to my guppies. I don't know if that was just that type of fish or it was just that few fish that were just so mean. But Then I didn't want dwarf gouramis. And then I decided I wanted them. But discus I never get tired of. I feel like they're always great, and obviously I love them because I literally took everything off of that wall just for a 60-gallon discus tank because I love them that much. I literally moved everything around in my room for that discus tank, and I don't regret it. And I would definitely get rid of more furniture for another one. Honestly, I'd get rid of some of my guppies. Well, if I could minimize the guppy tanks, that would be great. I just don't like the fact that if one gets sick, that can kind of contaminate a lot of them. But if I had like a large tank that I could divide and then put quite a few strains of guppies in, like a 20 long, divide it in thirds, and then put guppies in it, I feel like I would like that a lot more. Only because it's not like that's a 5-gallon tank, that's a 10-gallon, 5-gallon, 20-gallon. I wouldn't have to do so many water changes if I just had a couple divided tanks. And then I would have room for another discus tank. Now, if my discus had babies, I would definitely feel like I would feel the need to keep 2. But I don't have room for 2. Kind of upsetting. Mr. Crazy Beaver, welcome. Petroman said the problem with discus is they can't tolerate high nitrates. That's why I do a lot of water changes. It's a pain in the butt, but well worth it to their health. Thanks. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Yes. Go with a 40 breeder for guppies, they breed fast. I don't have that kind of space. We have 2 40 breeders, but those are for discus, African cichlid, or angelfish babies. Yeah. I mean, I would love to do 40 breeders for guppies, but I would probably divide the tanks just so it's less water changes. Because there's 8 tanks on that rack. That rack. 7 of them are just guppies. One of them's at 1.5 and it's empty. But 7 of them are just guppies. And at first, I only had 3 of those tanks actually stocked. 3 or 4 of them. And the bottom one, which was a 20 high, only had like 7 or 8 guppies in it and then some babies. The 10-gallon fluval had a beta, a rummy-nosed tetra, and a guppy. 1 guppy in it. And then the 5.5 had some neocaridina in it. And that's all I had on that rack. And since I was giving most of my shrimp to my parents, and I moved the guppies from the 20 high to the 10-gallon after 2 of the fish died in there, it was just like so empty on there. And then I was allowed to use the 4 tanks, like from there up, those top 4 tanks. After I was allowed to use those, I didn't really know what to do with them. I had them set up with water. I didn't know how I want to escape them. I still don't know how I want to escape them. And then I saw that Jess was getting rid of a few lines of her fish. Then I ended up getting too many guppies that I could handle. Elsie Aquatics, welcome. Big J's Fish Keeper, welcome. Bree, water changes are a must. Remember, low nitrates. Yes, I do so many water changes. It doesn't feel like a lot, but I'll go to a tank and it's like, oh, this one needs a water change. And then it's insane because I'll be like, I just did a water change a few days ago, but it still needs a water change. I can point out a few tanks that need a water change right now. But I try and do my best of doing water changes. Especially on the snail tank. I thought the snail tank would be the one that I wouldn't need to do like a whole ton of water changes on. But that's the one I have to do water changes on the most. There's 6 tiny little snails in this 5.5 gallon tank. And I have to do water changes twice a week or something like that. And I think part of it is the dwarf water lettuce that I put in there. That really did a number on the mulm that's in there. Mulm. But it's also that there was so much bioload. And I think it really limited down when I took 6 of the snails out, because there originally was 12. And I think that really helped the amount of water changes that I'll have to do. Guppy Grass Galore guy, still in ya. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. But I actually want to show some tanks because I did move some around. My sister's unhappy. She doesn't want to be here. It's not that. She's having a difficult time simply editing. Hey Bree, can you explain what you think evolution and adaptation means? Evolution is like a population or climate that changes over a period of time, like it evolves to its surroundings. And adaptation, I'm assuming that means that kind of the fish or any like marine life or nature adapts to the climate that they're in, and they grow traits and features according to what they need to survive, like natural selection, survival of the fittest. And the genes and traits of each physical animal, they're kind of passed down and they slowly evolve over time to become an animal or species that can last longer because they're in a climate that they can like withstand in. Like if there's a lot of predators, they need to adapt to have traits that they can fend off the predators with. So that's my take on it. I know I bug you, but test your nitrates. Let's see what the test says, but do the test the way it's written in the directions, please. Then I can see what is going on with that tank. I can go grab the test stuff now. Well, first I want to show some of these tanks because I have mixed them up a little bit, and then we'll test the nitrates in there. I tested them a few days ago. They weren't bad. I think they're like 5 or 10, which is good for the plants. LC Quack said, I like how bony fish obtain a lateral line. Well, if you're asking the question, obviously you know. Up top here, the tank's not low, so don't get on me for that. But there's a couple Dumbo blue dragon guppies in there. They have babies every month or so. The babies are downstairs in their own fish tank or something like that. LC Aquatics said, I know what it is. Awesome, there you go. But this is my Dumbo blue dragon tank. There's some guppy grass. The guppy grass isn't doing good in here. It's doing good in my lower light tanks, but it's not doing good in my higher light tanks. There's some willow moss in there, and there's a couple egg clutches. And then over here, let me move this. I have my powder blue guppies. Swallow ribbon fin, but actually I think, okay, they mix themselves. So these are actually the half blue Dumbos, and then those are the swallow ribbon fins. I did throw some pond snails in here because they have to be shipped out soon. On Monday. But it's a divided 5 gallon. I'm actually probably going to move these Dumbo powder blues to like my 5.5 gallon mystery snail tank. And then this whole tank will be to 3 guppies. Down here is my 10 gallon. Oh, there's a huge glare. I'm so sorry. There's a 10 gallon for my icicles and Santa Claus. Nothing has changed in this tank since the last time I showed it. So this one's being treated for fungus. There's tons of babies in here. These are my the rainbow Moscows. And here are my muck guppies. I introduced some new babies and some new adults in here a little while ago, and there's tons of small little babies in there. This is my mystery snail tank. And I think there's 5 or 6 blue mystery snails, and some ivories are going in there sometime this week or next. And there's not much to say about this tank. There is some mold in there. I do have to clean it again. I clean that tank so much. And then down on the bottom, I got some new crinium onion plant, I believe it's called. And those are the big stalks of plants. There's some new mystery snails in there. I'll probably be putting some brown and chestnut mystery snails in there too. And these are my platinum tiger mosaics guppies. So yeah, that's my tank tour. Someone here? No. So it's for independent study. Okay. Google it. Google will tell you. Have Google speak for me. Hi Dylan, how you doing? Sammy said, oh, tank top, welcome. Hope you're doing good. Under highlight, the guppy grass can turn more yellow. Yeah, that's what's doing on my highlight tanks. But it's doing pretty good on the bottom tank. I didn't show the guppy grass in the bottom tank, but it's doing pretty good in that one because it doesn't have as much light because there's so much duckweed on the top. But I'll be scooping most of that duckweed out to make some frozen snello for my mystery snails. No way 5 or 10, not with that many fish tanks. I do daily 40% changes on my 290 gallons to keep the nitrates below 10. And the 55-gallon brute trash can fills it up itself. Oh my god. Brute food grade can I use fills up by itself with RODI. The nitrates are below 10 in a 60-gallon. Probably not in my guppy tanks, but you want the nitrates to be around 20 parts per million for plants. So I try and keep my nitrates below 40, but I always keep mine below 20 for the plants. Patrick Hardy said, Brian, it's okay, blind me with the light. Yeah, those lights are blinding. Like, you could see that glare that's right there. So much. And do guppies have fast twitch or slow twitch? Fast twitch or slow twitch? What are you even talking about? Do you even know what this means? Fast twitch or slow twitch? They wiggle. Okay? They're not that fast. They don't dart around like a bloodfin tetra or something. They're just small wigglers. Oh, and Elsie put that in twice. Fast twitch or slow twitch? Google it. I don't know. That's the best I can tell you is that they're pretty slow. Dave, please, will you do a nitrate test on the discus tank the way the instructions say? Why are you telling Dave to do it? He's not testing my discus tank. If he wants to, he can. But I'm going to do it. Do the way the instructions say. So, fill the test tube up. Put the drops in. Shake it. Open it. Put the other drops in. Shake it vigorously for 1 minute. And then let it sit for 5 minutes. That's what the instructions say. So they're slow twitch. Sure. Yep. Wiggle. They wiggle. Alright, slow twitch it is. What it says. Yes, I will. Go ahead. Be my guest. Better not have anything on your hands. I don't like people touching my discus tank. I don't mind it. I just feel like I just don't want anything getting in my discus tank. My nitrate is 10 ppm, 0 ammonia, 0 nitrate, and my betas are still dying on me. Did you check the hardness of the water? Or the pH? Because you believe in Dave? Awesome. I'm going to run my nitrate test now. So, I don't know what you want me to say.
You want me to read chat for you?
There's nothing going on in chat. Talk in chat. I'll get back to you in a moment. I keep thinking that someone's here.
Yes, because you're waiting. You're waiting for someone to show up.
Haven't tried betas yet. Sorry, Brian, but you skipped some of the steps. Yes. What? Here, let me read them. Fill the test tube with 5 milliliters of water to be tested to the line on the tube. That's what I said. And then add 10 drops from nitrate test solution 1. Hold dropper bottle upside down in completely vertical position to assure uniformities of drops. 10 drops of number 1. Cap the test tube and invert tube several times to mix the solution. That was the third thing I said. Vigorously shake it for at least 30 seconds. This step is extremely important. Yes, I remember saying shake. Now add 10 drops from nitrate solution 2. I remember that. Cap the test tube and shake vigorously for 1 minute. I even use the word vigorously. Wait 5 minutes for color to develop. That's what I said.
Okay, so Elsie said you are aware that guppies are hybrid, right? So they really don't have any adapted traits for predators or surrounding habitats. That's why they're so hardy.
Yes. But they're not that hardy depending on their genetics. Some genetics breed them to be weaker, and they can't hold up their tails or their bodies. Some genetics and what you feed them can make them really strong and really hardy. But some are just not hardy because of the conditions they live in. First bottle, 10 drops. Shake bottle 2, 30 seconds in. Shake bottle 2. I don't see that in the instructions, but I'll shake bottle 2. I hate testing for nitrates. Takes like 10 minutes. Then shake 1 minute, wait 5 minutes. So most guppies have have a physical disabilities. Huh? Some guppies are deformed. I have some deformed guppies. I think they're adorable. Some guppies are deformed. I have a couple deformed guppies, I think. No. I have a couple deformed guppies. I think they're cool. I know they don't live as long. I don't breed the deformed guppies. If they have babies, I just let the babies go. I don't kill them, but I just let them stay in the tank. I don't sell those babies or whatever because they have disability in their genetics. I guess. So, yeah. But some of them have so long of tails that they can't properly support their tails because they have so heavy of fins. So they don't really have a disability. It's just that they're not strong enough to hold their tail up. And that's probably from what they're fed. If they're not fed well enough, they're not really strong. And if you watch like aquarium co-ops videos, they toured a guppy warehouse in Israel, I think. And I think the warehouse said that they hatch like 6 pounds, 6 point something pounds, 6.6 pounds it might be, of dry brine shrimp eggs every single day. On top of their feedings, they do feedings, they feed them all day long. And the reason for that is they said that if you feed them 3 times a day, the water quality goes up and down. And then if you feed them all day long, the water quality stays. Because you can't just not feed them, because then eventually your fish will die. And the water quality would stay perfect if you never fed them, because then they wouldn't create that much waste. But you have to feed them, so feed them all day, they said. But they hatch 6.6 pounds of dry eggs each day for their fish. And they have this automatic feeder that goes by that's programmed to go to each tank. And their system produces over 500,000 guppies each month. So they have over 500,000 babies, 500,000 babies, growing out each month to ship out. Mutations correct. LC Aquatics, why do most wild types of guppies have a black dot in the middle of their bodies? Petroman said, I'll teach you brand with discus testing is a must. Okay. Geek Boy, welcome. Welcome to our evening stream. We've already been going like 40 minutes. Wow. The more you feed, more water changes you do, that is a science. Yeah. I don't think the video said how many water changes they do, but I know that, I think they do water changes from the filter because they have a huge filter. And that's because you have to have enough stock to, ship out to people during fall and spring. Spring, summer, and fall. You have to have enough stock to be able to ship out and have enough supply to last the whole warm season. And then your off season is winter, when it's really cold. Once it turns winter, you're like pretty much done shipping, and you have to calculate the biomass of the filter because you have to keep all these fish. You can bring them to your LFS if you get overrun, but like most people I know, Fisher & Fever, they keep the winter they dedicate to breeding and growing all their plants and fish. There's something reliable. But they dedicate their whole winter to building up stock to sell on their website. And they really need that because maybe there's a really high demand for Anubias nana petite. They need to have enough grown to supply that entire warm season. And if they don't have maybe a couple hundred, maybe 30, maybe 2, if they don't have a good enough stock to last that whole season, then you're going to have OOS, or out of stocks. And that's fine. It's not a crime to have something out of stock. It's just when people are looking for it, if they're really looking for Anubias nana petite and come across your site, they might really want to buy it from you, but you have it out of stock. So people want to try and keep everything in stock for as long as they can. That's why you take the winter to build up all of your stock and kind of calculate how much of you have of which fish. And that's why you need the extra tanks if you're starting a business or something. You need to have the extra tanks to have the babies grow out during the winter, because you might have a few hundred babies that you need to supply during summer. So that's, I think we got 7 or 8 more tanks. Was it yesterday? Maybe it was yesterday. Yep, it was yesterday. We went and got 8 more tanks to make another rack in the corner of our fish room for obviously breeding purposes. But that could be for the off season, that could be for just stock, that could be for fasting fish, it could be for anything. Discus and angelfish come from the same area in the Amazon, but the discus require very clean water, where the angelfish are a little more flexible with the water parameters. Interesting. Oh, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, we went yesterday and we got 7 or 8 more tanks to put in the corner of our fish room. And we went to the dollar store, which made my sister upset because she really wanted to count. But I got some really cool things. I got like a spray bottle for packaging plants. I found these cute little dishes that I can use for food, fish food, and samples. Are you leaving?
I'm going to sit on the floor for a bit. Talking is annoying.
And I don't remember what else I got. I did a video. It's not out yet, but I did do a video. I showed some cool things. Males of the guppy vary tremendously in their ornamental patterns, which are thought to have evolved in response to a complex interplay between natural selection. What size tanks did you get? Some 20 longs and some 10s to go in the corner. I think that brings us up to the range of like 70 to 80 fish tanks now. I don't know how many are just in that fish room. I think, I don't know, when I can count in my head, there's 28. That's probably off. And then there's whatever we got yesterday. Although the selection pressures acting on, hold on, chat's moving, on the color patterns of the guppy have been extensively studied. Little is known about the genes that control their something. Do you have a YouTube page? Petroman, I believe Petroman has a YouTube page. I don't know if he has any content up yet, but it's Petroman1185. Petroman, I picked up 20 longs and 10 gallons for the corner in the fish room. Over 50 years ago, 2 autosomal, autosomal. Sorry, I thought that was an R and an N. Color, loci? I don't even know. Blue and golden were described, both of which play a decisive role in the formation of the guppy color patterns. What kind of fish do you keep? LC Aquatics?
Right.
What is that, Patrick? A YouTube page. Like, do you have a YouTube channel? I'm subscribed to Petroman.
Do you
want to time out someone?
No, he kind of.
Okay.
Is multiple aquariums mod
On there?
on YouTube?
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure isn't good.
Yes. He's a mod.
Okay.
Why?
Because he joined your Discord.
What? Oh, he had an old account, I'm pretty sure.
He just made a new account.
Oh, okay. Nice, Sandy. You guys are going to be busy. Yep. It's gonna be worth it. Once the fish start having babies, well, they already started having babies. There's lots of guppy babies. But once they start having more babies, it'll be so enjoying. I like my tiger mosaic guppies. They have black bodies. I have platinum tiger mosaics. I think they have gray bodies. I don't know. They came from Jess. And we got 2 deliveries of fish today. Yes, we got some from Peplin and then we got some plecos from somewhere. But yeah, I can remember that we got 2 shipments because I always save the heat packs from the shipments and I try and keep them as warm as possible. Petraman said put Skechers on the page. Can you pull up a photo of Skechers or something? Or you can bring Skechers in. You should try to breed some plecos. Yes, Peplin Creek Aquatics sent a male and female long fin bristlenose plecos. And the male's creepy. Like the bristles are so weird. But we'll be breeding those. And my mother has 6 chocolate bristlenose plecos. No. I'm still learning guppy types. My 5 female guppies had like 30 fry in the last week. Are plecos easy to breed? We've never bred plecos before, but we've heard that you need pretty much a male and a female bristlenose. Any male and female will breed. And you need like a pleco cave and things like that. You could probably Google some articles. Petraman, we got a pair of long fins today from Peplin. They're cool. Yes, they're cool. But I went up to the tank to go see them, and the male was like right in front of my face, and that was kind of creepy. I have 8 chocolate bristlenose plecos. Hopefully they'll breed. Yes, she got 6 more today. That's probably why I said 6. But she's got 8. I'm going to try and breed some zebra plecos in the future. Awesome. Let us know how that goes. If they have babies, that'd be awesome. I think zebra plecos are awesome. They're just really expensive, so I'm probably never going to get one. Because if I have like a $300 pleco and put it in my tank and then it dies, like, that would be like it for buying fish for me. LC Aquatics, where are the 2 of the largest guppy farms in the world? I could put some zebra plecos in my 90-gallon discus tank. Awesome. Are you all quizzing LC Aquatics? Would you like me to Google the answer? I can respond too. Guppy Grass Galore guy, since I moved my angels, I was thinking about getting the albino bristlenose pleco a mate. Still trying to figure out the gender. Awesome. I have no idea how to differentiate genders. I know that Peplin Creek Aquatics had a breeding pair and sent it to us, which was really, really kind of him. I've kept so many types of fish. I always study my fish and do plenty of studying over blah. What fish do you keep? That's my cat. But what fish do you keep, like right now? I could list like a long list of what we keep collectively, and that would be like cichlids, pea puffers, betas, guppies, tons of saltwater, discus, angelfish, threadfin rainbows, bloodfin tetras, crebensis, cherry barbs, a couple different variations of cord cats, white tip tetras, daisy blue rice fish, some other ones. I also have worms. You already said that above, Elsie? Oh, sorry, I missed it. I keep African cichlids, South American cichlids, longfin tetras, mollies, tiger barbs, beta, cherry, shrimp, neon tetras, hillstream loaches, copepods, nerite, and mystery snails. Awesome. Some Jinja sulphurus guppies coming in this week. Let me Google this. Let me Google what they look like. I want to know what they look like. Oh, those are cool. They kind of look like endlers, in a way. That'd probably make Terry pretty happy. He put a list of fish up there. Yeah, I must have missed it. That's probably when chat jumped. Yeah, that's a nice list of fish. I don't know what I listed. Obviously, I keep my worms. I'm starting from the green water culture. I have black worms, grindle worms, micro worms. I'm looking into doing some vinegar eels, white worms, maybe Daphnia. Daphnia is like the best fish you can get. Well, oh my god, did I just say Daphnia is a fish? No, Daphnia is probably the best live food culture you can feed your fish. It's got like 65 to 85% protein in it. Post them above. This is what I found on Google. Hold on, let me re-Google it. So it could be different from what you're getting, but this is what Google says there. Hold on. Does marine worms count as well? They're worms. I believe Dave Farrell, I believe that link is to Big Tank Hank's GoFundMe. Big Tank Hank set up a GoFundMe page because they're being kicked out of their house. Well, they have a week to evacuate premises of their house. So they set up a GoFundMe for rent, food, and things like that. So hold on, let me share my screen. I'm not sure how good this is gonna work because last stream when I was showing like the wheel of suspense, it was kind of laggy, but that's what Google says they are. Well, that says a swordtail guppy, but that's like the general view of them, I guess. I don't know if okay, zooming in does do a difference. That's what they say they are. That could be different from what you're getting. You should do a video about them so we can see. Bingo. Oh, awesome. Those are pretty cool. They kind of look like antlers in a way. Just the colors. I mean, antlers are known for like their good colors. Yeah, I'm not positive of what we're actually going to talk about. We're kind of just talking about whatever goes in chat. Yeah, those are cool. Speaking of Endler, I've never kept Endlers. Terry hates them. I haven't listened to a spiel of Terry's, but I think Endlers. I don't know. I don't have really anything against Endlers. I just kind of think they're weird. I would much rather go with guppies. Dave, what happened to Big Tank Hank? Well, you're asking Dave, but Big Tank Hank, I'm not really sure what happened, but I know that he has to leave his house, and I'm not sure if there's anything going on financially or something. There's a description on the GoFundMe link. And Spiritfish, welcome. Just got back from cat to vet. Oh, hope your cat's okay. But yeah, welcome to the stream. And I did email you about those. I did email you Ames. Yeah, he does have a GoFundMe account. There's a description of like what's happening on his GoFundMe. Next fish I like to get is a bumblebee goby or Leoporinus banded or a Leoporinus spotted fish. Interesting. I think the bumblebee gobies are kind of cool, and I'm pretty sure they are converted to fresh water from like salt water or brackish water. And I know on Dan's Fish he has some, and they're cool. I really excited for the next time we go to our LFS, Benson's Fish Room, because I want to get another clown goby. I don't know if I'll get a clown goby next time we go, but they're a saltwater goby. But I'm not sure if I'll get one next time we go, or I'll wait a little bit. I'm still not 100% sure of what color I want to get. I had a black clown goby. They were my favorite. And if this clownfish next to me ever dies, I love clownfish. But I think clown gobies have like a special place in my heart. Bree, have you kept a pistos? I can speak for my family and say yes. My mother's kept 2 pistos before. See, like the tank is like low, and then it makes a little thing on the screen. There we go. My mother's kept a pistos before. So, dude. Why? Yes, we've kept a pistos. Why? I was on Punji Paints last weekend live and won with B. My Molly's had babies today. Congratulations, Ames. And I did see how Ames said, no cat, not okay. Sorry, Ames, to hear that. Sorry to hear that. I hope things get better for your cat. What kind of Molly had babies? I think the only Mollies we have are Dalmatian Mollies, and that's what my mother has in one of her 20 gallons. Because I was thinking about maybe turning my 20 gallon to an Apisto pear tank with an aquascape. That'd be a cool idea. Yeah, my mother said I saw it earlier today. Did Ames post a video of the fish? If so, I must have missed it. I'm terrible at catching up with all the videos from like the fish fan and stuff. But I always go back, like on weekends. Black or Dalmatian, mostly black. Oh, awesome. Ames, do you keep them in very hard water? Back to Elsie's thing. I think that'd be a cool fish tank, a 20-gallon Apisto tank. My mother kept some in her 65-gallon tall, a male and a female. I don't know if it was like a breeding pair. I know it's like a pair, male and female. My cherry shrimp had babies 5 months ago, and now they're fully grown adults. Awesome. I had cherry shrimp babies, and I had black rose babies. Petraman, no, they're in 7.5. Nice. I keep my live bears in like slightly hard water. Since we have like extremely soft water, it's got like 0 to 1 or 2 kH and 0 GH. So for mystery snails and guppies, well, mystery snails especially, it's pretty hard to buffer the water up there. I had such a hard time. I was gonna use Seachem Equilibrium because that's what Lab uses for her snails, but I'm dedicated to never use that in my life because of the experience I had with it with my dwarf grommies and my guppies. I put those poor fish in, and they died, and they started dying off, and I feel terrible still. But I will never use that stuff again. In fact, I might even send it to Lav. She uses it all the time with her guppies, and I will never use that again. Because if I put that stuff in my tank and it wiped out like a strain of my guppies, oh my god, I'd be heartbroken. I love each and every one of my guppies. Now, my least favorite guppy would be my sunrise guppies. Only because there's one female there was like 5 males. So, I don't know, I know they sell for like $15 a piece, because for like the fancy lines, and they're a couple bucks in the store. You can find them as fancy guppies. Actually, when my mother set up her 65, I bought her 4 guppies. And one of them actually looked like that, and I never realized that it was like a fancy line or anything. So, I don't know, I just feel like they're not a high quality guppy, but I can definitely make them a high quality guppy. I just have to take one male and then that one female, put them together, and like put the other males, like store them in case that one male that I was trying to breed died. But I don't want that many males to females. And I know it can be done because they do sell a lot of people do sell reverse trios, which is 2 males to 1 female. But would you like your seat back?
No.
Okay. Patrick, I'm Big Tank Hank. Love your vlogs. I got invited to go on fishing business again. I'll be on in 2 to 3 weeks. Awesome. Yeah, when I was invited on with Caleb and fishing biz, obviously, I think that was pretty fun. I went to like 10:30 my time, but I would say it was definitely worth it. It was really fun. Definitely some interesting questions, and there was like no dead air. It was like direct question, you answer it, and then the other person answers it. And I kind of felt like I was on a game show or something. It was fun. It was very fun. I would say that. I keep my guppies in very hard water, high calcium, magnesium, potassium, GH 300 parts per million, KH 130 parts per million, pH 7.8, and they breed like crazy in a 75-gallon tank. Awesome. I'm pretty sure you said that, and I don't know if it was Jess and Terry that was on the panel one time, and they were saying that like 40 is kind of like the max for guppies if you want to line breed them for like specific traits or something. 20 are ideal, and then 10s are great because you can really focus on the specific traits, and not one trait will get lost. If there's that one guppy that's like a really good breeder, but it has the wrong trait, then it'll go and breed with all your other guppies. If it's in a large tank. Now, a larger tank, more fish they'll make. But I would rather have a smaller tank. And they'll make less fish, but they'll be high quality. I'm not saying yours aren't high quality, Petroman. I know you sent me pictures, and I think yours are gorgeous. But with like my icicles, there's not that many of them. So I wouldn't be putting them in a larger tank. Hold on. Ames, thank you. I'm old fashioned. I don't really like changes. Defreeze aquariums, welcome. Caleb and you were hilarious. I don't even remember half the things that I was saying. It was fun, though. It was over the top. Okay. I don't remember what I was even saying. Honestly, I was like so tired. It was like 10:30 at night by the time I actually went to sleep, and that's late. But it was on a Monday night, so if it was like on a Friday night or something, it wasn't a school night, like I would have been fine. But I wasn't that tired the next day, so I guess it was fun. I guess it was fine. It was definitely fun. Robert Mulder, welcome. Patrick Hardy said, "Aim the place I used to get my haircut." Oh, they're talking about haircuts. Defreeze. Someone put the link. Oh, my mother put the link to Defreeze's channel. If you want 100 or more, put them in a 75-gallon tank. I don't like small tanks. The bigger, the better. Yeah, I don't have room for, I don't know how many strains of guppies I have, but I don't have room for that many 75-gallon tanks. Although, if I had a 75-gallon tank, and I was told to put guppies in it, I don't know if I would. I would probably get more discus to put in there. I don't know. Discus just have like a special place in my heart because they can live up to 15 years, I think. And I think that's more than a guppy because guppies last normally 1.5 years. But after 5 months, they don't really have that greatness to them. And when you grow them out, you'll grow them out and like sell them or get rid of them around 60 days old. And whoever they go to will get them at a certain time. And they'll only have a few months to actually have this nice fish. But you were 10 and had a 75-gallon tank, and that was in 1970. Yes, 1970. Awesome. That's great. The largest tank I have is a 60-gallon, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I actually really like the tank behind me because It's as long as a 75, it's as tall as a 65-gallon tall. So it's nice and tall, and it's nice and long. And it takes up this entire wall. Well, not the entire wall, because I actually have to sleep in my bed, apparently. But it does take up the rest of the room on that wall, which is perfect, because if I had to keep my bed there, it would fit right there nicely. Now, if I had a custom rack, I could fit 2 of them over there. But I'm more than happy with 1. Unless I want to get rid of my desk. And half my other belongings. I have very limited belongings now. I do have a lot of stuff crammed in some places. I try and keep it mostly organized, but I've definitely limited down since fish keeping. Because if you want to put like this rack in your room, or if you want to get this like large tank behind me, you gotta move stuff around. You gotta make room. And I've lucked out. My ocean blue guppies are going on 4 years old. That's pretty awesome. And now I did have a guppy that lasted quite a few months after it was full grown in the pet store. But most people will Google. When I Googled it quite a few months ago, they only lasted like a year and a half. Now some, in the right conditions, last more than that. But this is what Google said. That's how I learned most of my stuff, is from obviously the Fish Fam and then YouTube. And Google. Those are my 3 primary sources. I don't have any books. Well, I actually have 2 books and a magazine, but those are about saltwater. And I don't know how old they are, but they call the clownfish a damsel in the book. So I don't know how old it is. I don't even know if it's valid. And it's just kind of like a flip book about, like, this is a fish, this is what they need. With the magazine I have for reef tanks, I love it. Because I'll just look at the tank and I'll just see this floating reef, and it's just awesome. Bree was an icicle. I'll show my icicle guppies. I don't know how well it's going to show because I do have that very nice bright light, but I'll do my best to show it to the best of my ability. Now, oh god. Now, this is a 10-gallon tank. And see what I'm saying? There we go. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can see that, but these are my icicle guppies. If you can't see them really good on there, I do have a video of them on my YouTube channel. And Jess made that line. They probably exist somewhere, but just got the icicle guppies. The icicle guppies from...
I thought maybe they could make some.
Okay.
I thought Ames wanted to see icicles.
Yes. I can show her them. I'll have to post the link.
Oh, I don't know. That's true. There you go. I don't need it.
Okay. Yes, I do have a video of them on my YouTube, and Jess made them from the Santa Claus guppies that she has. Yeah, so I'll show them in just a second. Alright, just a second, and I'll show these guppies. Alright, just a second. Alright, so hopefully you can hear me. And I'll actually just make this big. Alrighty, so here are my icicles. You can see them a lot better on the phone. But that is the male with the large pectoral fins, I think they're called. The Dumbo on him. And then all those females they kind of look like they're frozen. That's why they're called icicle. And Jess was going to name them Snowman. And then we kind of came up with the idea of icicle. I don't really know how, but
They're called an icicle. They can be an HB white. I've seen some people call them that, but that's what I call them. And those are them. So
Short and sweet, but they're definitely beautiful guppies, and I'm really happy with them. Let me move this phone. Alright, they say acrylic is a lot clearer than glass and can scratch very easily. We have these little 1.5 gallon Tetra, I want to say they're Tetra tanks, and there are a few scratches in them because they're really, really easy to scratch. And you have to use like a specific cleaner, kind of like a Fritz glass cleaner. It's for acrylic and glass, and it works really well. And according to what King of DIY said in their video, it kind of leaves this fingerprint proof. It leaves this fingerprint proof coating on the front of the glass, to where if you touch the tank, it doesn't leave fingerprints on it. And when I was looking for glass cleaner and I saw the Fritz stuff, I really wanted it. I did put it on my Christmas list, but I put it on my Christmas list like a couple days before Christmas. So it'll be on my Christmas list this year. Or birthday list. My birthday's in November, so that's like around Christmas now. But that's fine. Flashbacks. I remember a few times I visited Vietnam, and most of the hotel had small ponds with colorful guppies in them. If you check out Aquarium Cop's video, I don't remember what it's called, but the cover of it's like a guy, and then he's got a bunch of guppies on the thumbnail. If you watch that, they show, I guess it's called B-roll, I don't know, a montage of like a GoPro going into one of their ponds, and these fish, they're so gorgeous. They have like a dark gray body, and then their tails, like brightest colors ever. So bright, and they're so colorful. And that's one of their tanks. And they do breed, I want to say they're platies. They might be platies, they might be mollies. And they had pretty bright colors too. That's what I'm worried about. T-bone, the scratches. Never had acrylic before, but they are lighter, and I'll be easy with it. Acrylic has less chance of leaking. The glue welds each piece together, but you can buff scratches out. Yeah. King of DIY's video. It might be the most recent one. It's one of the recent ones. Some like the most recent 4 between those ones. One of them, he talks about the acrylic versus glass, I guess, when he was doing his water changes. He's talking about how he's got a few acrylic tanks, and I think he had a few glass tanks too, but he uses that Fritz stuff, and he said like the difference between it. He didn't go real in depth, but you can probably find a video of that. If I ever get a tank over 200 gallons, it will either be plywood or acrylic. Good choice. Oh, I need that for my phone. The glass cleaner you're talking about, Ames? Good day, T-Bone. It's your morning now. Did you sleep yesterday? Oh, wow. I didn't really. Oh, sorry, tomorrow in T-Bone's country or state. Oh, I don't know. We've had this discussion before. I don't know the difference. No, John Larson. Haven't been to bed yet. Acrylic glass cleaner, $10 on Amazon. Love for acrylic hospital tanks. Oh, do you love acrylic for hospital tanks? Yeah, I've seen the acrylic glass cleaner on Amazon. It's been in my cart for a while, but I'm prioritizing what I need right now. I'll probably get some dirt. for like a new white worm culture or something, and they're a much larger worm. So I can feed that to a lot more fish. It's kind of like black worms, but a lot easier, and they reproduce a lot faster. But they're not as high in protein, I don't think. Brian, that's why I wanted to tell you, get the Fritz Slime 7. It has live nitrovying bacteria. You must keep it in the refrigerator. It has an expiration date on the label. Okay. We've had that stuff before. Is it on Amazon? I bet it's on Amazon. Everything's on Amazon. I could probably find it on Amazon later. But yeah, I'm kind of prioritizing what I need. I might not even get the dirt. I'll probably just use the organic cocoa fibers that I have. Yeast would be the second thing I was looking at. But there's also things that I kind of debate on. Yeast would be to feed Daphne if I ever did Daphne. But I could also feed the Daphne green water. So there's pros and cons to each one. Something that I've been meaning to get off of Amazon is like probably more Fritz krill flakes. I've used so much of them. Definitely those. Or dog treats, which is unrelated to fish. Ames, can't find tiger teddy fish nowhere. You're lucky, I wanted them fish in my collection. Does Fritz Slime 7 work to cycle tank? We've used it to cycle tanks before. But Petraman will probably answer that. If this 150 works out when I move to St. Augustine, Florida in 2 years, I'll get a 240 acrylic tank. Interesting. Where are you going to put in them? Discus? Because those would be cool. And that would be a lot of water. To do 40% water changes on a 240 gallon or 150 gallon every single day. That's insane. Insane in the membrane. Patrick, want me to get some to you for you? Are you on Facebook? Oh, hold on. Let me look at those again. Because I saw those online, but I don't remember what they look like. Oh, they're live bears. Oh my god, those are awesome. Where did you get yours, Ames? It's near impossible to get acrylic tanks in Australia. I can't remember. I was gonna recommend something. They're the #1 acrylic tank builder in the world. They build aquariums. They're the people on Tanked. I know that, but they have a brand. They actually have a brand, and I think like shark is the logo. I know there's an A somewhere in the logo, in the actual brand, but you also look that up. I really can't think of it. Maybe I can look it up. Alright, so it won't tell me who they are, but it'll say that they charge $5,000 for a 10-gallon acrylic tank. Wow. No, it's on Amazon. You'll have to look on Amazon. Ames, I don't do Facebook anymore. No freedom of speech and can't sell anything on Facebook. ATM manufacturing. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's what ATM stands for. Acrylic tank manufacturing. Thank you. I was trying to think of it so much. I watched that show Tanked. Yeah, that's what got us into this hobby. Look where we are now. But yeah, I googled it, and all it said was like about the show. that they did, Wade and Brent, and then it said that they charge $5,000 for a 10-gallon acrylic tank, and then I think $1 a gallon each month for maintenance. Bottom Dwellers Aquatics, welcome. Yeah, Ames, if you're still here, where did you get those things? Oh, never mind, you already answered that. A secret fish keeper I get most fish from. Awesome. Those are pretty cool. Don't know if we have room for them. But if I found them for sale online, I would definitely get them. I think they're interesting. Never heard of them till you mentioned them. I think you mentioned them on Terry's stream. I don't know. But it was like Terry or Rocco's stream, I believe. And you mentioned them and I Googled them and they're pretty awesome. I'm waiting impatiently for this lady to come to my house. Like this entire stream, I've been constantly looking out this window. Ames, do you remember how much you bought the fish for? Pitcherman said, whenever I cycle a tank, I use 2 large sponge filters out of an existing tank, but the Fritz sign will help. Cool. We only have C-Chem stability for live nitrifying bacteria right now. Tell them why you were waiting for this lady. Okay. I thought that was her. So I'm being inducted into a National Junior Honor Society, and I was told this like last week or something. And the first thing I said was, why? And like I thought, I didn't know what to do about it. Apparently I have to do community service now. Community service, well, next year, starting next year, I think. My sister's in this National Junior Honor Society. But now I am. Woo! Yeah. That's pretty much the story. If my mother has anything to add on to that. She's here. Okay, I gotta go. So entertain yourself. I'm not ending the stream, but I'll be right back. I'm back. Look what I got. Are you not entertained? Hope you were entertained. That was awesome.
I tried to show the discus, but I don't know if it showed up good on picture.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna show what I got. So, I got this I got papers to tell me how great I am. This pin. Okay, I can show my name. Everybody knows my name. But look at the pin. I don't know if you can read that. It says National Junior Honor Society. I got a flower to give to someone. And it's real. Oh my gosh. It's real. And now, like, who do I give it to? I don't see anybody. And, like, that's the first time I've actually seen that teacher, like, in person. I've never even met her. But I don't know who to give it to. Because it's not like I can go to the school and give it to someone. I don't even leave the house. And if I do, we go to the fish store or the store. Maybe I'll keep it. I'm supposed to give it to someone that's helped me, but I don't see anyone. So I'll probably put it on the stove or something. I have a nice flower vase next to me with some fake flowers. So this is so awesome. You see that? Those are actual flowers. Oh my gosh. All those tiny little flowers, I thought they were fake. And then this bow to put on my mailbox. Last year we put it on our camper, but we haven't gotten to the camping season yet. So we could put it on my mailbox. Not my mailbox, but my mother's mailbox. Fluff it out and put it on the mailbox. That'd be pretty cool. I have packages coming next week. Well, should be coming Saturday. One should be coming Saturday. One should be coming next week. So the people at the post office can see my large bow. I'll read chat in a minute. Let me fluff out the bow and show it to you. Show the full potential of this. Alright, I probably didn't get everything, but that bow, I can put it on our mailbox, and it says like 2021 National Junior Honor Society. That's like that's a large bow. It's huge. But yeah, I'm really excited about the flower, and then I got like a certificate that I can hang on my wall. Yeah. Yay. School colors. Okay. Patrick Hardy said, Brian, congrats, Empress. Thank you. Patrick, I don't know how to get a hold of you if I get teddies. She talks about it and then she arrives. I know. She said give it to someone that helped you along the way. Yes. My mother doesn't like to be filmed, but I'm going to give it to her. So, she's watching this. This is for you. But I'm going to put it in your favorite vase. Give it to your mom? Yes, DeFreeze. I didn't even read that chat. I am going to give it to my mother. I'm going to put it in her favorite vase. And she's watching this, so she already knows. She likes flowers. I like flowers too, but I can always walk by it and still smell it. Well done, Brian. Keep the flowers. it'll be in the same household as me. So they'll still be fine. Ames, do you have a pen and paper on you? I'll type my email address on this live and I will remove it when you write down the information. That's great, Brianne. Both my daughters were in it when they were in school. Great honors and keep up the great work. Thank you. And a carnation. Are those what the white things are? I don't know. If my school had a dishonor society, I'm pretty sure I would have been in it. Okay. Patrick Hardy put his email in chat. He probably removed it on YouTube, but I can still see it on StreamYard. Congratulations. Thank you. 3G, welcome. You keep it in the vase by your bed. What vase? Are you talking about your vase? No, this is for you. They smell great, though. Okay. Does watching YouTube at work count as getting paid to watch YouTube? That's a great point, BDA. Great point. These are great smelling flowers. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about anymore, but put them in the discus tank. It's not a bad idea. I already have pothos there, so I also have pothos growing out of that tank. My mother actually has pothos as a houseplant, and it like drapes down, and the cats love to eat them. Yes. I think these would go along with my discus, but I'm not keeping them. They're going to someone special. Although they are pretty. Do you see that? School colors. I'm not going to unwrap them or anything. I'm just going to keep smelling them. No, that coloring will come out onto your tank. Oh, that's a good point. They would look very pretty in the center of the table. But the cats will probably get to it, so they'd look pretty on the stove. Only teasing you? Yeah, I'll keep my pothos in my discus tank. They will not leach color into my tank. It would look like methylene blues in my tank. Hello, Patty. You must have come in when I was lost. Patty's in here? Everybody's saying hi, Patty. I don't see her on StreamYard. Darn it. Sorry, Patty. Your message didn't make it to StreamYard, I guess. But welcome. Good thing people actually say hi, like, hi, Patty, or something. Otherwise, I would have not known you were here. I'm just so happy about these flowers. But yeah. I don't know if we're going to go that much longer. Oh, she's lurking and driving. Yeah, I did not see a message from her. I don't know if I'm going to go too much longer. Because after the stream, I'm going to hang up my new award and my new pin. And this bow, it's raining outside, so it's not going to go in the mailbox yet. But once it dries up outside, I'll put this on the mailbox. I'll probably hang it on my door right now. I'll get these in a vase. I'll test my discus tank, and then I gotta go find some boxes. I'm not gonna be cutting styrofoam today because it's raining outside, but I will kind of decide what boxes I want to use for shipping out some things. So I have a few things to do, not many things, but I'm actually debating on ending it right now. Oops, did not mean to do that. Actually, why not? If anybody would like one of my custom stickers, email me. But yeah, I might end it here. What's today? Wednesday. Bob Kaler will be going live in 23 minutes. So if we end it in a couple minutes, you'll have a nice little intermission between my stream and theirs. Just don't get lost. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get out. Okay, guys, I'm out. Gotta get this guy moving and get home. Awesome. Thanks for coming, BDA. Can Dave test the discus tank, please? If you want him to, he can. He's only tested a fish tank a couple times. I've tested fish tanks more than him. That's not bragging, but we'll go to I'll test my fish tank before we leave to go get water tested at our local fish store, and then we'll go and get tested, and it'll be the same. And it makes me feel special because I always feel like I'm using the salinity thing wrong. But he will. Okay, he will test the tank. He'll test the discus tank. I'll make sure his grubby little hands don't get dirt in my tank. He will read the instructions. He will. I'll make sure he reads the instructions and he does it correctly. So, yeah, we'll do #Honor Society. Just remember that for when you go to Bob Kaler's. You can go and type it early if it's scheduled. Is it scheduled so far? Hold on, let me go on YouTube. Make sure he has a stream scheduled. Because you can all go and type it in the chat if I ended it early. I know Rocco's still going. Rocco's fish room is still doing rock in the afternoon. Just give me a second. I'm gonna try and pull up Kaler's Aquatics. Yes. Yeah, he has it scheduled. So, yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Good afternoon, Perlo's Aquatics. Welcome. But, yeah, I'll probably end it. I'm gonna go do some stuff. Go get these flowers somewhere. But everybody go bring #Honor Society over to Bob Kaler's scheduled stream. It's not live yet, but you can still go type it in the chat. So, yeah, I think that's all I was going to say. But go do that. Thank you for coming, and I'm really happy with these flowers. So, I gotta go do some stuff, and Petraman, I'll email you the results of whatever Dave gets out of the test. So see you all on Bob Kaler's. Don't get lost. Yep, my sister linked that in the chat. So thank you for coming.